Have you ever felt just completely lost in the chaos of the financial markets? It can be so tough to find your direction. But what if you had a compass? I mean, a real framework, one designed for precision, for discipline, and for growth. Well, today, we're going to break down exactly that. And let's be real for a second, trading can feel like you're trying to drink from a fire hose. You are just getting slammed with endless data, conflicting news, and this total roller coaster of fear and greed. And all that overload, it leads to impulsive decisions, the kind we always regret later. It's a super common struggle, but there really is a way to cut through all that noise. And that solution, that way through the noise, is the LINC Framework. It stands for Learn, Interpret, Navigate, and Compound. Now, this isn't some kind of magic formula. It's a powerful, structured path that helps turn all that market chaos into a clear journey, a journey toward mastery. So let's walk through this journey step by step. We're going to start by building a foundation, and we do that through learning. Then we gain wisdom by interpreting. After that, we take decisive action by navigating. And finally, we get that long-term growth by compounding. All right, let's dive into stage 1, learn. I want you to think of this as the absolute bedrock for every single successful move you are ever going to make in the market. So the LINC framework, it starts with a really simple but profound idea. You educate before you execute. Yeah, this means studying the charts, the patterns, the news, but honestly, most importantly, it means studying yourself. Every single entry in your trading journal becomes a lesson. Did you panic sell? Did you hold on way too long? That's the data that really matters. And this, right here, is such a crucial insight. A winning trade can actually teach you bad habits by accident. But a losing trade? Oh, if you study it, it's not a loss at all. It's tuition. It's like you paid for a masterclass in what not to do. And that makes it your most valuable data, period. So, to sum it all up, the action here is to meticulously study your own trades. The focus is all about building self-awareness. And the outcome? You build this rock-solid foundation of knowledge that just can't be shaken by all the market noise. Okay, so you've got this foundation of knowledge in place. But how do you turn all that raw data into genuine wisdom? Well, that brings us right to stage 2, interpret. You see, the market is constantly talking to you through data. And your trading journal, that's where you translate its language. By analyzing it, you start to see your own behavioral patterns. You see your timing strengths, and yeah, you see your blind spots when it comes to risk. You're not just looking at numbers anymore, you're looking in a mirror. Now this requires a huge mental shift. The market itself is totally objective. It's just data. But your results, they're based entirely on your subjective interpretation of it. So this stage is all about refining that interpretation, making sure it's based on evidence, not on some gut feeling or emotion. So the action here is simple. Analyze your data. This brings an intense focus on clarity, on understanding why you do what you do. And the powerful outcome of all that clarity? It's emotional control. You finally stop guessing, and you start knowing. All right, with that solid foundation from learning and that crystal clear insight from interpreting, you are now ready to act with real purpose. Welcome to the navigate stage. This is really where it all comes together. All your learning, all your interpreting, it now fuels disciplined execution. And that means sticking to your strategy, honoring your stop losses, and making moves based on your data-backed insights, not on a gut feeling or some hot tip you heard. And I love this because it just brilliantly illustrates the core idea. The market will always be volatile. That's the ocean. But your discipline, the stuff you build in the first 2 stages, that is the compass that keeps you pointed towards your goal. It prevents emotion from pulling you off course. So in this stage, your action is all about disciplined execution. Your focus sharpens to pure precision. And the result? Well, it's what every single trader truly wants. Consistent performance, not just those sporadic, lucky wins. Now, here's a really crucial point. This isn't just some cycle you repeat over and over. No, it's an upward spiral. Each time you go through the loop, you get better. And it leads to the ultimate goal of every serious market participant, compounding. And let's be super clear about this. Compounding isn't just about money. True mastery comes from compounding your skill, your insight, and your self-awareness over time. It's all about getting just 1% better, one trade at a time. This just captures the spirit of the framework so perfectly. Every single trade you document, whether you win or lose, is an investment. You should think of it like a deposit into your own personal bank of market intelligence, and it's one that's going to pay dividends on every future decision you make. So let's put it all together in one spot. You learn from your trades to build a strong foundation of awareness. You interpret your data to gain clarity and emotional control. You navigate with precision to achieve consistent performance. And you compound it all through refinement to achieve long-term mastery. See how each stage just flows perfectly into the next. Ultimately, this is way more than just a process. The LINC Framework is a mindset architecture. It's a fundamental redesign of how you approach the markets, shifting you from a gambler's mindset to that of a disciplined professional. This framework just aligns you with the natural rhythm of growth. It starts with reflection, that's your learn and interpret stages. That reflection leads to effective action in the navigate stage, and that consistent cycle leads to your evolution as a trader in the compound stage. And this might be the most profound truth of the entire framework. You can spend a lifetime chasing market movements and never find success. But when you start using the market as a tool, kind of like a mirror, to understand your own psychology, that is when you find true, lasting mastery. So, I'll leave you with this question to start your own LINC journey. Take a good, honest look at your own trading history, your own data. What is your journal telling you?